Hey guys, so it's my premiere episode of Knock Knock Northumberland. I'm heading into Cornerstone Family Violence Prevention Center. It's cold and windy today, and I can't wait for you to join me inside. Everybody knows that Cornerstone, that there's a shelter here, that you'll look after women and their children and any dependents that they may have. But beyond that, I know that Cornerstone does so much.
Yeah, I think our reach is very far. We operate our services all throughout Northumberland County. So even though we are located in Cobourg, I think one of the things that people don't know, Lindsay, is that we operate our services all over Northumberland County. So wherever a woman,
it's a huge space.
It's
wow.
huge.
Yeah. Okay.
The other important thing is that people need to understand how committed we are to prevention. What we're trying to accomplish here is to prevent violence from happening in the first place.
Right.
So we see that as a real key pillar in our mission and what it is that we're trying to accomplish here.
Okay. So they come in here, and for that little boy that witnessed, that heard, that the violence, the words that were coming at him, there's support in here for him.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So we have a child and youth counselor who works in the shelter with kids. Okay. One of the important things that we like to focus on when kids come into the shelter too is that to provide a sense of normalcy for the kids, and certainly a sense of safety. And that's really the key critical thing that we offer, right?
Okay.
Is a safe place for women and kids to be, and a place that they can begin to heal. And feel safe in the world.
Okay.
So there certainly is follow-up services for women and children after they leave the shelter. We have a transitional support and counseling program, so women and kids can stay connected after they leave. We also run a child witness group, so that's we run a concurrent group that we work with moms and their kids, and getting the parents, the caregivers, to understand the impact of family violence on kids.
Absolutely.
And it gives kids an opportunity to talk about what they've experienced.
And so most of the funding that you receive, do you find it stays within the shelter, or is it the services that happen outside?
Yeah. It's all of those. So we do receive some provincial funding. We receive funding from Northumberland County as well, funding from United Way, and then the rest is fundraising that we have to do. So last year, probably about 14% of our budget we had to rely on fundraising. Okay. And we are so fortunate at Cornerstone that we can rely on the generosity of Northumberland County and the people that live here.
And I love Northumberland.
Yeah.
I think we figured that out.
Yeah.
But and I see it every day how good the community is.
Absolutely.
And so in the shelter you're always full.
We are always full.
We are
always full. We are over full is what I like to say, unfortunately. Right. Year to date right now is 120% occupancy rate. So what that means is we are funded for 14 beds, but we have 20 physical beds. Okay. So that's when people are like, how are you over occupancy? That's essentially what it means.
And tell me, so you've got a Women's Day luncheon coming up soon.
We do.
Yeah, I hear it's selling well.
It's selling really well. So this is our third annual International Women's Day luncheon, and it really has been a great, successful event, and one that just feels really right for us. Right. Yep. That we honor, the successes and the strengths of women, and that's really the tone of the day. Right. That's what we're there to do, is to honor. Amazing. Is to honor women. Yeah. And
so it's open to everybody in the community, not just women?
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. No, each year we have men who attend. Certainly Cobourg Police are usually in attendance, and other men. So yes, although it's called International Women's Day, it's open to everybody. We believe that men are part of the solution, right? And we invite men into our network to be part of the solution.
Good. So last year I applied for this 100-kilometer trek across the Sahara Desert.
Wow!
I'm still super excited. Like I was bananas excited when I heard I got in.
That's amazing.
It is. It's really amazing.
Very amazing.
And the fact that 80% of the funds that I raise will come back here. So. I've got big goals. I almost don't want to say it out loud. It's kind of frightening.
Is it a secret?
No, I've told Janelle. I've written it down, so like it's written down and stuff. But yeah. I want to raise $25,000 this year.
Wow.
That's my goal. All of my travel expenses, all of that come out of my pocket. So any monies I raise come back here. 80% of it, with the other 20% going back to the Shelter Foundation, and them being able to run that program and other programs across the nation.
Oh, that's great. That's great. We really appreciate your support, and I think
Thank
it's
you.
such an exciting opportunity for you.
Absolutely.
And again, I think one that just really it just really resonates with me, because that is strength and courage, my friend, right?
Or craziness
no. I think it's strength and courage. So good for you, right?
Thank you. And so obviously it's rewarding.
Yes.
Obviously you see and hear things that you wish you never did.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
we often, people who are in this line of work, right, we're often asked, I don't know how you do that. And I think for me, what's kept me going for 30 years in this line of work is I believe in the resilience of women and kids, right? And I see it all the time.
Right.
And that's really what continues to inspire me and give me hope.
So you live in Northumberland.
I do.
You're in Coburg.
Yes, I am.
And how long have you been here?
We moved out from downtown Toronto to Roseneath originally.
Okay.
So we lived in Roseneath.
It's a big change.
It was a huge change.
Yeah.
And a huge leap of faith for my husband and I.
Yeah.
But
And why? So why did you? Why Toronto to Roseneath?
We knew we wanted to get out of Toronto. We knew we wanted a smaller town, somewhere to potentially raise our kids.
Yeah.
My husband used to summer in Bewdley.
Oh, okay.
With his grandparents.
Yeah.
So we knew a little bit about Northumberland County, but really we started just doing drives every weekend, and we drove out this way, and I saw the hills. And it was the hills in Northumberland. Done.
Yeah.
So it was really, we instantly knew that this was going to be our home. And, doing the work that I do here, again, I've spoken before about how generous this community is. And I have to say, every day, I'm in amazement of how generous this community is, and how giving, and how much we are concerned about our neighbors, and we take care of each other.
Yeah.
And that to me is the key in a community, and that's what I have found here in Northumberland County.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think that's why I love it so much.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.